Hello and welcome back to Phantasy Calradia and our Necromancer series. I'm at Jakala once again because let's face it, I need to take this and I'm very much hoping that I'm not going to get one shot by any mages because I am pretty low HP right now. It doesn't seem like they're... Do they have any? Do they actually have any? Because obviously, because we took this previously, I'm just going to send my troops in, by the way. We're just going to go straight on in here. And I'm just going to get out my charm spell here. I feel like the charm spell is actually really, really useful, at least early on in the siege, because it actually allows you to kind of clear out a certain area, at least initially, and you can kind of charm some of the higher tier units in the area. I'm just going to drop down here. And we're just going to get down there and hopefully not die. I actually almost died, as you can quite clearly see. But thankfully my regeneration is coming in handy. And hopefully we're not going to die any further. There we go. Alright, it seems like we have survived. Alright, wonderful. So now basically what I can do is I can just try to bombard these guys with a little bit of charm skill. And just get them all charmed as much as I possibly can. And that's all going to make everything so much easier for our own forces. And hopefully... No. Okay, whew. I was a bit worried there for a second. Okay, I was a bit worried. Okay, you know what I should really buy? I should buy the Vampiric Bolt. That would be so incredibly useful for us right now, but obviously it's me, so I always tend to forget about that kind of stuff. But yeah, we should probably do that. That's going to make a big difference. Gonna try and see if I can actually use this. Here we go. Trying to do damage with the acid arrow. And as you can see, we are dealing 0 damage initially, but it has a damage over time effect. So I'm very much hoping that that is going to start doing its work, because as you can see, it's actually doing, it's still doing damage, hilariously enough, which is pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure whether I need to use it in a different way. Do I need to... is there some way that I need to use it to actually make it more effective or something? I have no idea. Anyway, we will hopefully... Yes. Yes. There we go. Okay, it's doing some damage. We need to kill this guy. Oh, nice. We killed that Rodok Foot Knight. Okay, so wait a minute. Is it only really heavily armored troops that I need to use this against? I'm going to assume yes. Okay, wait a minute. Let me actually use this instead then. Nice. Maybe I need to use Magic Missile, actually, here. That might actually be a little bit more useful. There we go. Okay, so my forces are having a bit of a problem getting inside here, which I gotta say is kind of irritating, but that is primarily due to the fact that we are, of course, as you might expect, just throwing a bunch of zombies at them. Yeah, unfortunately, we're also having issues here, getting these guys dead. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go in. Just gonna go in here. Let's do this. Oh no. Let's do this, he says, against this heavily armored whatever this is. What is this thing? What is that thing? Are you serious? What? Why are there crossbowmen behind me? Did you see that? Why are there crossbowmen behind me? That is hilarious. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna retreat. I didn't want to do that, obviously, because that's a significant loss. But can you... How did they appear out of nowhere? That was so strange. I have no clue. Oh well, you know what? I'm gonna go on to a castle instead, I guess. Alright, so I've returned to Jakala, mostly because the other castles seem to just be under siege by other factions, most notably the Delthasum Empire. And we also have a number of our vassals actually doing some things, which I gotta say I'm very pleased to see, because I was actually really worried that our vassals were gonna basically be somewhat useless. But no, that doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm actually really pleased about that, and I'm very much hoping that maybe we're gonna be able to get a couple more of those guys, because in the end it's really gonna make a huge difference to just have more reinforcements. Any single time we can have reinforcements doing basically anything, it's gonna make a huge difference, even if they are just there to provide a small amount of assistance. And it really does actually make a huge impact. So hopefully we are going to be able to continue with that. And if I can just get up here and actually just get this guy charmed, nice, there we go. We got the mage charmed, which is all that we needed. I'm gonna go fireball here. Hopefully it's actually gonna work for me right now. Yeah, unfortunately, As you can see, Fireball does not actually give me the splash effect when it comes to dealing damage in a siege on some battlements. That's actually the main issue with it right now. It doesn't actually have that splash damage because of the weird ground thing. Because as you can no doubt tell, it actually does work when you target someone on the ground, but when they're on the battlements, it doesn't. So unfortunately, that is indeed a bit of a problem for us right now, and I am also going to be having some issues with these mages. So I'm going to see if I can actually do something here. Maybe we can get them charmed. No. No. Get him. Are you serious? Is he serious right now? I can't believe it. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really help me that much for them to literally be, you know, slowing me and everything. That really grinds my gears, actually. That really grinds my gears a hardcore amount. But, yeah, well, what can I do about that? Just gonna tell my forces to charge in now. Might as well. And I think the main concern that I have right here is the fact that the crossbowmen are going to shoot me in the face. So, you know, I don't really need to worry too much about the enemy mages. I think they're probably going to be particularly, maybe not so useful. But obviously, as you can see right now, I'm moving super slowly just because I have been slowed. Obviously, as you might expect, I've been slowed by the enemy mages. And that reminds me to get haste. Yes. That's another thing that I need to get. How does this guy do 35 damage to me right now? Can you not do 35 damage to me right now? That would be really nice. Okay, yeah, so he's just trying to kill me with spells, which I'm not going to have. Thank you very much. Goodbye. And hopefully my forces will actually start doing something. But here's the thing. If I actually had Fireball available right now, I'd be able to clear these guys out with, well, minimal issues. But as I don't, it's going to be a bit more problematic, because I'm going to show you, all right? I'm going to show you, because here's the thing. Look what happens. Okay, I headshot that guy, but that's basically it. It's got the physical damage component, you know, obviously. You can see the physical damage component working absolutely fine, but the magical damage is not actually working. So we're going to have to use magic missile here, which is obviously fantastic in my opinion. It actually has the ability to penetrate shields and break shields very easily, and I'm very much pleased with that, because as you can see, it's actually doing some pretty decent damage as it is, and I'm actually doing multiple hits right here against so many targets that it's actually providing us with good damage spread, and it's actually allowing us to use magic while still being on the battlements. And I'm going to show you actually what the difference is, because if enemies are on the ground, you are going to see the difference, a stark difference between the two. It's actually kind of amazing. It's actually kind of amazing how much of a difference it makes. But we can just continue doing damage with this at the moment. This is obviously good enough. There we go. Let's actually just take these guys down, and then we're hopefully going to be able to get some charm skill going as well. But the main problem is that enemies are coming in from over here. I'm still slowed? Why am I still slowed, by the way? It feels like I'm slowed forever. Is that just me? I don't know. It feels like I am literally still slowed from their spell, which is kind of weird, because I thought that I killed all the mages, but maybe I haven't. I don't know, but it feels like I'm very slow right now, as you can see. Okay, I'm gonna just try and kill these guys. There we go, get that guy out the way. Kill this one. No, I can't. I really wish I was faster, to be honest. I don't think I can actually move even more than this. I have a feeling I'm still afflicted by the slowing effect, even though I shouldn't be. I feel like I should be, there should be a duration on that, right? Surely. I just got hit for 49 damage. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The crossbowmen are so insane, especially considering I have so much Iron Flesh right now. I'm obviously sending my my mages to come in here. And bear in mind, there are significant amounts of enemy vassals in here as well. They are making everything very difficult for us, especially considering the amount of swashbucklers the enemy has too. because I don't know whether you've noticed, but almost every single kill the enemy is getting are basically swashbucklers and indeed Rodok snipers as well. They're really making a huge difference. So I can only hope that our ranged troops are going to get in here and actually start doing some damage. But as you can see, look, what are these guys doing? Why are they just standing there? I don't know. I guess they're my ranged troops. Yeah, my ranged troops are just going to stand there. All right, I'm actually not entirely sure what to do here, because if my forces won't do splash damage on the battlements, it's going to be a little bit difficult, isn't it? It's going to be a little bit difficult for that to work. All right, well, I'm going to get out of there, and yeah, unfortunately, because of the way the battlement thing is interfering with splash damage, it's not going to work. I don't think we're going to be able to do this, which is very, very sad to me. But obviously, you know, that's just how things go. Sometimes some bugs and so on and so forth are going to creep in here and there. Because let's face it, there's only one person working on this. Just bear that in mind, okay? We got to be a bit more understanding about these kinds of things. So anyway, Jokala is actually not even that far away from being taken, but you can see here that they literally have some of the highest tier units that the Rodoks even have available. They have 22 swashbucklers, 22 snipers, 17 foot knights. I can't even imagine, you know, even attempting to take this at this point, because we're going to have something other than mages, because I've got a lot of, look at this, I've literally got lesser liches, I've got master necromancers, I've got regular necromancers, I've got expert mages and everything, and all these are supposed to be my firepower. But because of the way, as I said, that the battlements work in regards to the interaction between Fireball and Ice Storm, they don't actually give you the AoE damage when enemies are on the battlements. When they're on the ground, it's absolutely fine, but when they're on the battlements, no. It doesn't do anything except the physical damage component of the throwing weapon skill. So that's obviously a problem. That is obviously a problem, but from what I know, the mod creator is currently not there. I think they've gone somewhere for the moment, and they will probably be back at some point, and they'll be hopefully fixing that, because the experience that I've had in the new version of Phantasy Calradia has been absolutely fantastic. I've been having a wonderful, wonderful time, and the addition of the magic resistance has made things even better for us, because it just makes it so that you literally just don't die instantly, and it makes it so that enemies don't die instantly as well, and so it very much brings things into balance. And now if we could just get that battlements thing sorted out, that would make it wonderful, super nice and fluid, and we'd actually be able to, you know, make headway as a predominantly mage focused party. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.